Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now Father's Day is coming up and I thought, why not bring my daddy here? Yeah, he's going to be sharing some of his lessons, you know, what it means to be a father, even some mistakes that he made. You want to stay tuned. So guys, I have a special guest with me here, my daddy. You guys wonder where I get this talking thing from. It's from him. Welcome, daddy, to the channel.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah. So introduce yourself. Let the viewers know who you are, what you do, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm Philemon Nganda. I'm excited to be with you today. I've always seen you on YouTube. I wondered how you were interested in this kind of thing, but today I'm participating.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good to have you. So before we get into the deep stuff, yeah, because you're going to share so much. Fathers are going to learn from you. Mothers, everyone, parents are going to learn from you. Just share with them, with us, a funny childhood memory to just break the ice.
Okay. Number of things. Funny memory. One time, Lisa is interested in a number of people, in helping the people. So we are buying something on the street somewhere, and we try to negotiate. Okay. And Lisa said, "Oh, Dad, you give them the money. Give them." She wanted me to give all the change that I was supposed to receive from them, because she was sympathizing with the person who was selling. That looked very funny, although she wanted to help the people.
Yeah. Guys, I've always been a giver, generous, you know. All right. So now you see where my traits come from. From far, like I've always been nice and sweet, you know. So subscribe to the channel to give back to me, yeah. All right, Daddy.
Yes.
You are a father of many.
Yes.
How does it feel to be a father? What does fatherhood mean to you? How did it change you, you know?
Fatherhood is a very interesting experience. I remember, first of all, I got married late. I was already 30, 31.
That's not late.
It was a bit late.
For that time, for those days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it gave me some new excitement of being responsible, to see someone come in my life, my seed, and taking responsibility of this new child. I remember participating in the livelihood of this new baby, washing. By then we called them, what were they?
Nappies.
Nappies.
Were you washing?
Those white nappies. Yes, washing nappies. And it almost brought me problems. How can a man wash nappies? But it was my experience of helping this new baby to ensure he's catered for, rather than leaving it to my wife alone.
You're washing the nappies?
Yes, I did. It was done very well. A whole line of diapers. Nappies, rather. Hey. Yes.
I tell my dad is a Muchiga man, so he was washing the nappies. Hey, let me first clap for you.
Thank you.
Continue.
Secondly is to see someone grow. And the Bible says in Psalm 22, verse 6, train a child the way he should go, and when he grows up, he will not go from it. So it is, I felt so encouraged and happy to see children growing when I'm still looking at them as a daddy. Yeah.
Aww.
Good experience.
That's so nice. So we have lots of fathers who are going to be seeing us, lots of parents.
Yes.
What mistakes do you think you made? You know, because many times parents, especially of your days,
yes,
they don't want to own up to some mistakes. So if people are watching us, many fathers, they will learn some few tips. Are there some things you think you could have done better?
Yes, thank you. I could have done better in a number of ways. I'll share a few because of time. But one of the ways, I was doing a lot of jobs, moving up country and going outside the country. And I missed out on certain parts of the development of the children, of you and your brothers. So many parents, like I did, we are more focused on getting the money.
Cash.
And we forget that command from Proverbs 22, verse 6, training a child. A child is a trainee, and the dad is a trainer, and the mom is a trainer. But when both dad and mom are working, they are not available, the children are going to be trained by either house help or a television.
Yeah.
And what values will they get from those people? The children would be astray in some ways. And I remember, because of my movements, even the issue of discipline was left to your mom.
Yeah.
Meaning that dad is a good guy. When he comes, he does not get involved in disciplinary issues. So mom becomes a bad person.
And daddy is a fun, cool
Fun,
dad.
because you can't come from Kitugum, then begin disciplining the children. You become a friend, you hug them. When the mother has been struggling with them, expected you to come and give them a sapatu, for you are just enjoying the presence of these children. So they grow without knowing that daddy can also discipline in a nice way. So that's the first mistake we make, or I made, by not being my children. I remember at some stage, you guys were calling me Uncle Daddy. Because the house help was calling me uncle. Then someone else was calling Daddy.
Hey.
So you got confused. Who is who?
We merged.
This guy who comes once in a while. Uncle Daddy. So that became a little bit of confusing to you. Yes. So that's a big mistake. The second mistake we can deal with is that parents need to be in the lives of the children.
Yeah.
So they become friends. Imagine, I remember you, because we had linked at some stage. I missed you at a certain level, but at some stage we connected. Coming to me and say, Daddy, I need to get married. And you share with me, because we are connected and we are friends.
That was later.
Yes, later in life. So we need to build a relationship with the children.
Yeah.
So they are able to share with us. I'm waiting for the boys to come tell me, Daddy, we found someone and we are going to do these things.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of connection that parents need to do with children. So they are friends to the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, because many parents are not friends, so we hide things from you.
Yes.
Then we end up making mistakes that we shouldn't have made, because you know better as parents.
Yes.
But many times there is that gap and that distance. So if you're a father out there, please don't wait for it to get too late. Those are interesting points.
Yes. Then there's another element, as I said earlier, concentrating on acquiring wealth, and forgetting that these children also can make their own wealth. But once you build in them the idea of how to do their things, rather than making things for them, becomes a problem. So when you leave,
they can't do anything.
They say, but okay, our things are here. Rather than them scratching to know how to do things. And I'm excited and proud of you that you can do things I never thought of. Lisa is on YouTube. Lisa can do many things which I could not imagine she was able to do. And I didn't train you to do that. You creatively developed that skill. And from that, you are doing greater things in the whole world, supporting families.
Yeah.
So we need to concentrate in helping the children to get ideas of how they can build their own ideas to develop things rather than handing over houses to them.
What about, I get what you're saying, because you're talking about instilling the ability to create wealth. Like they should learn how to, and parents need to be involved in that, because it's not taught in school.
Yes.
So who's going to teach us? Teachers won't tell us how to manage finances.
Yes.
So parents need to be involved in teaching us.
Yes.
But what about the element of a good father leaves an inheritance for his children's children?
Yes, exactly. That's important. I didn't say you don't leave. I said train them how to make it rather than you handing over to them. Only.
Okay.
Train them how to creatively do something that will build on what you have, what you've left with them. Because ideally, when something has been left behind, it becomes a springboard for them to also not suffer so much. Yes, that's what I meant. So those are the 3 areas I thought I could share with you. Yes.
That's very key, guys. So please, don't just hand over houses and land. They will not know how to manage. They will waste it away.
They will sell them.
Like what's that story in the Bible? What is it?
Which one?
The one who went away with all his wealth. They gave it to him, and then
yes, the prodigal son.
The prodigal son.
In Luke chapter 11. Yes.
But like, what I know we're talking about finances, and that's very key. Are there some specific things you think parents can do in teaching them? Now, like I have King with me, I have Rain as they are growing up, teaching them about money.
Money is very important. It makes life easy. Although some people say, and money is not everything.
But
money is everything, because without it, you not buy food, you not survive, you don't have even recently you not have airtime, yeah?
School fees,
you are struggling.
Yeah.
I remember at some stage I really struggled because I started working when I was already about 30. I quickly got married, but then through the stages I accumulated some things, but all of a sudden I lost the job after working. At 45 I lost the job. So meaning that if I had not accumulated certain things, I would have looked very miserable in some situations. So once you have certain things, which is money, something you can convert into money, means you can survive and move on as you create more. So money is very important. So children need to know the concepts of savings, the concepts of valuing money. You know, money has rules and guidelines you must use to accumulate it, and the concept of investment. So once they understand that from the word go, these saving boxes, you know, you used to have those saving boxes until someone came into the house and opened them, stealed and took everything.
They stole our coins.
But the coins were there, the boxes were there, which maybe there's now more modern boxes rather than the wooden ones. Saving accounts and all that. I remember opening bank accounts for you for savings. I wonder whether you picked it up.
I save.
Yes. So it is very important. But don't just save and invest. So for you to be able to grow your money. Yes, very important.
Very key, guys. Teach your young children how to manage money at a young age. Even King right now, when they find some coins around the house,
put in a box.
They have like a box where they put them and we tell them we are saving, you know. Even when the other day, the DSTV, they were watching cartoons and the DSTV went off. So we're not paid for the month. And they were crying. I'm like, daddy is going to come back. He's working. He's going to look for the money and he will pay for the TV. So that they don't think the TV just appears. It's like, you know,
pay for it.
You pay for it. So those are some of the things, even in conversation,
that
are very key. I want us to talk about the role of spiritual leadership, let's say as a father, because we know that the Bible has mentioned clearly about fatherhood and how you should lead the home. From your experience, what advice would you give fathers out there? Because I know from a young age, you took us to church. We tried to have those altars in the evening. We pray, and sing and things like that. So what can you say about that?
Biblically, a father is a priest in the house, in the home. Although most fathers, again, another mistake, because when you go to every church, you find women are more than men.
Yes, overnights.
They are more dedicated. They are more spiritually alert than men. Men are more focused on building those apartments, going to Dubai, do things. By the time they come, that altar is not managed well. They have left it to their wives to handle. And most women have handled. But the component of a man being a priest remains. So I advise, or I want to mobilize all the men listening, that we are the priests in those homes, in those apartments, to help the children understand that it is important to take leadership at father's level. Not abandoning that responsibility and giving it to our wives to take care. The children will wonder, even when they have grown, they will say, but it's the role of a woman to take leadership of that. But it's us men to do that. And I want to encourage all of us men to take responsibility as you go into Father's Day on 21st, you said?
Yes, around.
Yes, 21st June. So that's what I would say about that. Teaching the children about the Bible, reading for them the Bible verses, encouraging them to trust God, to have faith in God, and they will never depart from it once they have grown, when they have their own homes.
Because we know that sometimes, even after you've done all these, children can wander around, and go astray, but they will not depart. They will come back one day.
Remember and come back.
Yes, because I remember when we used to go to school, we used to recite Bible verses. There is a foundation. It has come from somewhere. Whether he delegated to mommy or not, or, it's still, the household was, always alert in that area. And I remember even up to now, when we go visit my parents, before you leave, we have to pray, we have to sing some songs. So I think that's something you've tried to instill in us,
Yeah, remember when we were going to school, dropping in school, those days when I would be available, we would have something to reflect on.
Yes.
That is very important for daddies to take over and the responsibility. Yes.
Guys, that's very key. So please, fathers out there, instill those values when it's still early. Before it's too late, you can't train a dog new tricks. It becomes harder and harder.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask about, they always say for good parenting, the aspect of marriage can come in.
Yes.
Because children are always learning. What do you have to say about husband and wife in regards to parenting? Because when we see, because many people, when they grow up, either they have bad, negative views about marriage, about fathers. My father used to come back late, or he was an alcoholic, or, he used to beat my mother, or he used to, not respect her. Like, there is always a connection between marriage and parenting. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, there's a connection because, as I said earlier, parents are trainers of the children.
Yes.
And children get it right through modeling rather than what we tell them.
Actions.
They want to see, do these people love each other? Are they quarreling all the time? Does mommy or does daddy do they respect each other? Do they have clear roles and responsibilities? Do they work as a team? We say in psychology that teamwork is not real teamwork until roles, goals, and responsibilities are very clear.
No consultant. Repeat that. Teamwork?
In teamwork achieves a lot. Because we say, together everyone achieves more. But roles must be clear. Responsibilities must be clear. And the goals, what are you all doing all that to achieve?
Together.
So that goal, that vision, that dream that you want to achieve must be clear. So that as you work together, even the children are brought in. There's respect, there's trust, and once the children see that, they will love marriages. But if the man is always coming late, and when he comes late, it becomes like Russia and Ukraine. It becomes a real problem.
There are children where when the father comes, they're running.
Yes. They hide. They don't want to see dad because they know when daddy comes in, that's another war. So they must be working together. They run to the gate to meet dad. They run to the gate to pick mommy's bags. Pick tomatoes from the car. They are happy. They're asking questions. That's when these guys, when they grow up, remember, Proverbs 22 verse 6, they will not depart from that way. Yes.
Yeah. So guys, it's very clear. For good parenting, it's important that the marriage is also kawa. Yeah, I remember there's one expectation I had of my husband because I saw from my dad. Okay, for me, that's what I remember is that daddy was ever home. Like when he would come early. He would never come Obambo 10, Obambo 2 a.m. I don't remember that one. So even me in my head, I knew that as a husband, please, you must be home. Yeah. So we learned some of those things from our parents. I'm so happy you're here. And I just want to say, because it's Father's Day and I really appreciate you as a father, in good and bad times, you made sure that you were always there. So I just want to say thank you. Even when finances maybe were lacking, like at some stage, I didn't see daddy sitting saying, Checho. There are some fathers, they just sit and say, Biganye.
Just take porridge.
I didn't see daddy saying, Biganye. He tried, he looked for businesses, he did all to make sure that we really survive and make it. And that's what a father is all about. You may not have, billions of money or what, but are you trying? Is the family saying that at least you go out there and fend for the family? They will be more appreciative, So happy Father's Day. I'm really grateful and thankful for everything you've done for us.
Thank you.
Now, parting shots. When you see who I am now, what moments make you proud? What are some of those things you feel like make you proudest about your daughter?
Yes. It's amazing that, first of all, Lisa is, from the word go, was determined to make differently in life, was a determined girl, even from childhood. Because, as I said, when you say, Daddy, you give that money to her. It's as if you should give a tip to this person who has given us a service. Lisa was determined, even in class, she wanted to do very well. Actually, I wondered why she didn't do science, because at some stage she was more inclined to sciences.
Biology, Daddy,
Yeah,
biology.
she was really doing a lot of things in science and so kind of thing. So I am proud of her because she has even ventured into things we could never think of. YouTube, doing businesses, understanding how things are done, issues of money, you know. It was so I'm proud of you, and I really wish you well as you venture into new areas of making money, new areas of building enterprises and businesses. Yes, I'm proud of you because even when you were about to get married, you told me when I was in last year in university, Daddy, me, I won't stay long. I have my friend. And I said, bring him over.
Yeah.
Very few girls will do that. You will just hear of them there. They are moving around with some boy. And I said, no, bring the boy and we talk. And it was amazing to see Lisa introducing her friend to me. And we endorsed and we stamped. So, congratulations.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yes.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Guys, I think...
Wish you well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Lisa Kusima. I hope you've learned a lot from my father's conversation. Please, wish your fathers well. Thank them and appreciate them for everything that they have done. I'm always here. Inspire.